the gang was dubbed officially a court, officially christened them a terrorist group.
Yes.
So it tells you the next thing to do is the military can go after them with everything in their arsenal.
And officially the institution is dead. And we've been hearing that for so long. Technically defeated, officially dead.
No, I'm not talking about technically. I'm saying a court has dubbed them a terrorist organization. So we are not talking about technically defeated. Please, straightforward.
It says it's dead. Maybe I didn't hear you what you read.
And this one should interest you. Simon Ekpa's arrest, well deserved. That's what Mr. President is telling the Finnish envoy in Nigeria, the envoy from Finland. Yeah.
Of course, it was pertinent. It was good that he was arrested because
it was going to come to this.
It was going to ferment a lot of trouble in Nigeria, especially in the southeast. I don't know why this their Biafranism or neo-Biafranism must involve the killing of their own people. If you're fighting the federal government for a sovereign nation of Biafra, then deal with the federal government and stop massacring your own people and disrupting the peace of your own region.
All right. Mr. Trump is in the news.
Yes.
As you would expect. Trump reinstates anti-abortion pacts.
It's been a yo-yo game. They've been coming and going, anti-abortion pact. The people have to understand what is at stake. Nobody's saying that. It's not like whether abortion is right or wrong, but whether it's the government that will decide for a woman. They call it pro-choice. Is it the woman that determines to terminate a child in her tummy, or government law that says that? So it's an issue of freedom of choice. Conservative Americans are into generally anti-abortion, but it comes, it goes. Wade versus Roe. Yeah, but he's doing what he promised, so it won't last that long. After he's of time in office, there might be changes along the way.
So that's politics at work.
Yeah.
Okay. Hear this one. Doctors in Abuja call off strike.
Oh, that's wonderful. Because when the doctors go on strike, it can be devastating. It's a classical case of when the elephants fight, the masses suffer. You go on strike to register your protest against the government. But the people that bear the brunt are the innocent, unhealthy people that need service. And their families who are watching their loved ones degenerate and sometimes die because of these strikes. So it's wonderful they did call off the strike.
Okay. Edo Guba, Tribunal relocates to Abuja over insecurity.
The Guba trials.
The tribunal has been sitting at Benin, yes. And it's been riddled with a lot of unhealthy situations.
I don't know when the Nigerian situation will get to when people are not sore losers. You lose an election, you want to fight, you want to kill, you want to go to court. For one thing, we don't trust our supposed neutral, what do they call themselves, independent electoral body. We don't trust the body in the first place. And then we have this tendency of Anogo Graham. Whereas it's the people's verdict, not a personal thing, not for a personal vendetta. Okay. So let them relocate, but it's just Nigerian politics.
But get the job done.
Get the job done and get the job to be seen to have been done. They talk about not just justice, but it also have to seem as though justice was served.
The story is simple. Tribunal relocates to Abuja over insecurity.
Yes.
That's the story.
That's the story.
Hear this one. APC scared, causing crisis in PDP, Labour Party, NNPP. Dele Momodu is saying this?
Peace is causing crisis in those other parties.
Yeah?
That's a given, yes. I keep saying it that by 2027, the APC must have been so strengthened that at the expense of the other political parties, that it might just be a walkover. The presidential election might just be a walkover for APC.
Okay, let's move to the Vanguard now. The Vanguard leads with a story that should excite you. We remain big and united in Southeast PDP.
They remain big and united. That's wonderful. In the churches, they say, don't profess negative. If you're sick, say, I am strong. If you are sick, say, I am healthy. So I don't know if they are towing the approach of New Pentecostalism, where you don't profess negative, where you only state the positive. But that's fine. PDP has a lot of crisis in the Southeast, but if they choose to say we are strong and united, maybe it's just choice of words.
Okay, Tochukwu, let me report that my colleague, friend is here to help out.
Yes.
Charles Ideho, good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning. I was just listening in the car. You
Yeah,
mentioned mentioned day, you mentioned all those. Just, and then Tochukwu was talking about, I think the angle you took it to is quite. I don't agree with that about the the hoodlums.
About
the hoodlums in Abuja.
The
reasons you gave.
I don't know the reason.
That's what I'm saying. Reasons you gave for them to have done that. That's why I quarrel
gave
with.
No reason.
No, you said because
there might be many reasons.
Well, you were speculating. Some of these things can cause. For instance, in Lagos that we live in, the social structure is not so easily defined. But in Abuja, it's you are either rich or you are poor.
Okay.
There's no middle course. So
Charles,
people who go even
Charles, what's his name? Karl Marx and Engels.
They from Djibouti.
They talked about the class war.
Yeah, class war. Exactly. That's good. That's exactly what's happening.
The class war will last until tomorrow.
Until eternity. So in Abuja, for instance, as I said, the divide between the rich and the poor is so wide that when the poor go over to Abuja to want to look for what means of sustenance, they often run foul of the laws. Okay, for instance, you were not. There are certain places you're not supposed to ride Okada on. You're not supposed to do certain things. But these people, because where they want the means of livelihood, so they will now want to, they want to disobey the law and then take Okada to some. So when the officials now come to arrest one or two of them, then the other comrades will also come to say, no, you must resign. And then such things always leads to fracas. Well, hoodlums is the newspaper that give them hoodlums.
Okay, yes. I was talking about hoodlums.
Yes, I know. We're just saying. So, for instance, I personally would want a situation. You see, not everybody should live in Abuja. Not everybody should live in city centers that are federal capital. For instance, in Pretoria. Pretoria is not a city for everybody in South Africa. Look at The Hague. The Hague is usually not in the news in the Netherlands. That's the political headquarters of the Netherlands. You don't have everybody there. You have there are cities that are dedicated to certain things.
Designated.
Yeah, designated. Yes.
Okay. Rather sadly, let me bring this story. In the year 2000, the Olympics went to Australia.
Yes.
A Nigerian athlete. He never knew Australia was like South Africa, you just mentioned. They drive on the left side.
On the left hand. No,
so
right hand. Oh, okay, the left. Okay, sorry. The side is on the right, then the left, right.
Kenya, South Africa, Australia.
I think
Britain.
Zimbabwe, one of the, I think about three African countries. Yeah. Go ahead.
Google will help you. So I know about those countries.
Yes.
So this athlete got knocked down by a vehicle in Australia,
Okay, because
yes.
I didn't know.
I didn't know. Okay, New Zealand is also part of them. New Zealand. You didn't mention that. New Zealand.
New Zealand.
Yes. So again, for me, it's not that you should constitutionally ask people not to live there, but the condition, because these designated areas.
Yeah.
Then you don't have everybody pouring in. Abuja, have you been to Abuja of late?
Yeah.
They messed so much, like these are the outskirts, the fringes of the town. But if you go there, if you see the condition that people are living in, you say, what are you doing here? Were you forced to be here? So you know,
okay. To the Vanguard, you know, I was dealing with the top story in the Vanguard. We remain big, united in Southeast PDP, and we are wondering why not.
It's debatable. Because if you look at what I'm saying,
what is debatable?
Whether they will remain in PDP for so long. I am even looking at Enugu.
You said they are strong.
Enugu, wait, Enugu, your former, you know, your neighbor, you are Anambra, you know, formerly all of you were the same. If you look at Governor Mba, is of the PDP, right?
Yes.
Immediately he won election. The first person he visited was the president. I have no quarrel with that. Now, the president has chosen not APC state in Imo State, but the president chose to go to Enugu to go yes. Commission. Yeah. So there's been this clandestine love affair, in a manner of speaking, between the president and Governor Uba of the PDP. Umba. Oh, not Uba. I know it's Umba. It's Uba. Oh, is it Umba? Okay, I usually call it Uba. Okay. So Umba. So it's just been this, you know, this romance between both of them. So it's a matter of time, because, you know, let me say it's a matter of time. Enugu State may fall in the lap of APC, and I tell you why. Because the president, so it seems, is losing ground in the north.
Now, Charles, you are conjecturing.
No, I'm telling you, my own population. He's losing. It seems to be losing grounds in the north. So he wants new friends from the south and southeast, which is about 11 states.
All right, many more stories in the Vanguard.
Okay.
How presidential ticket APC started PDP crisis. That's Momodu, Chief Momodu, Dele Momodu.
It's my one brother actually. Well, you see, one thing about take is that if you look at your enemy has better strategy to defeat you. You just go and say, okay, come around me. There's no way APC doesn't want, or so it seems again, APC will not want the PDP to ever grow, to become a bigger headache. So everything possible to be done to ensure that party never finds its footing, the ruling party will do it. It's not also uncommon for a ruling party to plant stooges, to plant enemies within the parties. They use them to divide them in election. You see, once you are going to election, you see 18 parties. But those 18 parties, most of them are from the ruling party.
Let's find out more stories in the Vanguard to choose from.
Yeah.
Tinubu's administration is about Nigerians, not party, according to Wike.
Leave it to his brother.
Want to believe that, but that should be his role. He's the president of the whole of Nigeria, irrespective of his party or who voted for him. So we are very glad to hear.
But his governor came visiting. He was called because they were talking about how to resolve the crisis in Ogoni, about the exploration.
Yes.
And usually by protocol, when the governor is coming from Israel, a minister from that state, you must come. Wike came, and then they said no handshake, no greeting between him and the governor, and all that. I want to bury that. It may not be safe. So I think it's better they go to a safe ground for them to actually do the arbitration. Yeah, carry the arbitration out.
Yes.
Okay, alleged 6 billion naira fraud. Court grants EFCC permission to amend charges against ex-minister Agunloye.
Olu Aluguluye. Well, that matter is not, because there are even heavier matters in the news. I'm even shocked that Oguluye is in the news for the wrong reason, because
no. The Agunloye is in the news. He was the power minister.
Yeah, he was FROSC. I think he made his news his name during FROSC and all that. Yeah, became minister. I remember.
Became minister.
Yes.
Well, don't forget that former presidents Muhammadu Buhari or Olusegun Obasanjo are giving evidence in Paris, France.
Yes.
Over
the
Mambila,
Mambila power plant. I agree. Anyway, let's see how it pans out in the course of time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. From the Vanguard, let's move to the Daily Sun. the Daily Sun leads with terrorists planning to attack public gatherings in Kano. That's the police telling us.
Well, but the one you read while I was driving here talked about the military chief saying that the head of Lakurawa may have died, right? But again,
no. Lakurawa members are walking dead.
Okay.
Okay. Well, let's see them dead. Dead without walking. I want them dead, not even walking. Well, this one, they said, I think it's good that this warning is coming. It's also timely. But again, I'm afraid that it might raise unnecessary. Well, it may be people will now be panicky. Somebody, Tochukwu wants to conduct a wedding. I mean, there's a wedding for her daughter. They're saying, oh, the public gathering. And so it means that somebody like me, I mean, say, Tochukwu is a friend of mine of many years. So I wouldn't know whether is that wedding that's good. So, people, unnecessary fear will be there.
But people still
it's
need
good,
the
it's timely.
information.
It's timely, it's timely, it's timely.
All right, take your time.
Let the police act on it too.
Okay,
Take your time from us, 7:20, that's the time. And this is the Voice of the People Radio, 90.3 FM on the dial. And the program is Newspaper Headliners. Another story from the Daily Sun. 38 passengers injured as America's United Airlines flight with 256 people on board makes a return to Lagos.
First of all, let me quarrel with somebody, because even the headline I read was 245. I don't know how do they always do it. There's a manifest to know how many people there. They said, okay, well,
I read 256.
I read 245. Okay, maybe plus the crew. I don't know. Yeah. The injury has to do with it actually took off from Abijan and was heading for
no, it was
in Abidjan. Sorry, he left Lagos and Abuja. Then he said he now got to Senegal, Dakar, and then it was airborne. Suddenly, he said the chief pilots, exited to go up to the gents. Then the one who is next to him took over the flight. Not just about a minute before then the pressure left and the plane dropped. All of a sudden, it just dropped from. It was already on autopilot. Just dropped suddenly from that height. Again, dropped, two times within 20 minutes. So because it dropped, the force, because they've already removed the seatbelt. So the thing it flunked on people. The man who was interviewed said hit his head on the roof. A woman who wanted to go is herself after unfastened the seatbelt also got caught and then also had injury. He was also saying that a black one of the crew members was so frightened, and also a lot of them injured until they were able to manage to get that and then return to Lagos.
Charles, almost not everybody on an aircraft that's in the air enjoys flying. A great many people are still aerophobic.
But
if any such thing happens, obviously there'll be panic.
The one that gives me the fright is when the plane is taking off. I usually had this feeling, this eerie feeling, because the way it takes off and it's cruising, just the feeling. But when it's landing, I usually like the landing. I don't fear the landing. But I've never experienced any major.
Tell Charles. Aviation is more like broadcasting, takeoff and landing.
I know. And after I said, I love the landing. I don't like the takeoff.
So how can you have a landing without a takeoff?
I wish it'd be like a helicopter.
Or a takeoff without a landing.
Okay, some more stories to choose from in the Daily Sun. Southeast PDP zone party office backs Ude Okoye.
For what?
That's why you must buy the paper.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry,
That's what the stories.
Okay.
Hear this one. Local government funds. APC chieftain urges Nigerians to be vigilant.
How? So Tochukwu, we're not vigilant about what? To
local government.
Okay. Funds. Did you know after that court pronouncement,
Okay, of July.
Yeah, of July last
11,
year.
11.
We
Yeah.
were told a certain. Do you know, as at January this year, the local government fund were still. I mean, as at January. Okay, as at December, local government fund, the funds were still paid in the joint account. July pronouncement. December, they say okay, they are looking at. They are still working out the modality for how many months.
Yeah, the governors
as we speak, this January, as we speak, the local government and the state joint were also going to receive money. So how do you make? First, there are two areas. I've forgotten the section of the constitution. One of them has assured that there's going to be a autonomy of the local. But on the other hand, you say the states should ensure the existence, the management, the everything of local government.
It's ambiguous.
So how do you cut a difference?
That's why there was
divide
issue
between
in
this and
Lagos
that?
state with the federal government. The state can create local government.
Yes, they can create.
But
They
the
can ensure
federal
its
government-
existence.
No,
And put-
no, Tochukwu, don't sell that wrong information. No state can create.
No,
a
no
local
state can
government.
create. No state can
No,
create local government. No.
because,
It's the existing local government that they can ensure
And
its
in
existence.
in any case, a state like Lagos did can create a local development council area.
Local council area. Yes.
So it's not.
It's not
creating a
local government.
So
That's why today we still have 774 aboriginal local governments. So minus the 37 that SCDA like Lagos State created. What I'm saying is that the constitution gives the state the power to ensure a local government's existence.
But they made the local governments autonomous.
Existence means that you conduct election into this local government. But on the other hand, you said they are autonomous. How does that work?
Yeah, so it's ambiguous.
It's ambiguous.
Okay, let's move to The Guardian. The Guardian newspaper is here. It leads with this one. Sokoto Commissioner unveils roadmap to drive economic growth.
That's a good one. Roadmap to drive economic growth. That's what
In Sokoto.
in Sokoto, that's what we need.
Well, it's good that such news such as that is coming out from other, because over time there's been this news that will not even make you happy coming from the northwest, north, south, and all
Yeah.
that. But this is the first time we're hearing something that you should cheer. I'm cheered by that.
Charles,
Yeah.
this other story will not make you happy
Oh,
either.
All right.
Mother, son on trial for beating up father in Lagos.
That's a family issue.
So no, it's not family issue. This is human angle, and it's also a moral issue. It's a moral issue.
Moral issue.
No, Tochukwu, I disagree with you. That it's a family issue. No, it's not legal, but it's a moral issue.
Violence, the brutality.
It's not about the violence, but
Tochukwu-
the family unit.
Tochukwu,
It's still not.
listen, as we say in this business, dog bites man is not news.
Yes.
Man bites dog is news. So if
the father had been the one to beat them, no
if
news.
Papa beat mama, no news. When Papa beat mama,
No, if
When
Papa
mama-
beat Pekin, if
mama-
Papa beat Pekin, no, you beat Papa.
when mama and Pekin beat Papa,
And it should be news. And you say it's a family,
It's
a family
news,
matter.
but it's still a family
No,
matter.
it is family, but when you look at it critically, okay, there's the content, there's the context. The content is what you're talking about. It is family, but the context is it has to do with the morality. When you look
Is
at the
it
African
legality
hold
or
on,
morality?
no, not legality.
Yeah.
The African society, the patriarch is respected.
Undoubtedly.
The patriarch is respected. By the time you now have a son and a mother jointly assaulting the patriarch, there's a problem with that in moral context.
If a woman beats up a minor, that's a purely a legal issue. Like the woman that was slapping a
That's
small
illegal,
boy.
yes.
That's illegal.
Yes.
But when
that's legal or illegal.
No, it's legal.
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 It's a legal issue. But when the families fight, like you said, it's a moral.
Not when families fight, sir. When
It's a
a
family
son and a
fight.
wife jointly beat up the patriarch of the family.
Yeah.
That's where I have a
Something
problem.
has gone terribly
All right,
wrong.
That's exactly. It's
But it's not
to
for the
understand.
court to decide.
Not the court, we're not talking about court.
Apart from the violence.
It has not gone to.
Tochukwu, we are looking at these stories, giving context
Yes.
to it.
So it's not the content where you are dealing with.
Consider this one. Court remands son for allegedly killing father in Ondo
So that's family matter too. That's family. Is that family?
This is death. No.
Okay.
You have cases where
Yes.
I can file a case against you and withdraw it. But if it's armed robbery, if it's death, it's you versus the government. I cannot withdraw the
So
case.
this is two fighting, three fighting. Is that?
So this is a public crime.
No, but you said the other one, the first
Now
one,
fight
you say
now,
it's,
no
you
be
say it's
killing.
family matter.
Yeah.
I said no, it has gone beyond the realm
Yeah.
of the family.
Families
We're
fight.
now talking about the context.
Families fight all the time.
If a son and a wife beating up a father,
All right,
That's
yeah,
exceptional.
please,
That's
I beg,
exceptional. But it's still family fight.
Okay.
let's tackle this one. Strange illness strikes 50 in Niger State. 24 hospitalized.
Strange illness.
But how
And
strange
it's
would
not
that
nice.
be?
That's not different fight too.
Oh, no, that's not family fight. But again, you call an illness strange if you have not done proper investigation to ascertain what could have caused it. I mean, there was a time that people, they said they went to a party and then they had these people purging. Most of them, they didn't know what they had. You say it's strange until now, maybe it was food poisoning. Food poisoning has a name. So when you call it strange, they will just say they don't know what they are until they finish their investigation. It cannot just be that
Even
strange.
AIDS was once a strange
Yeah, exactly.
illness.
And then
They couldn't
some
called it homosexual cancer.
imagine that. So
They didn't.
I think there should be a name. There
after
should be a
enough
name to it
research,
later.
Then was discovered as AIDS.
Sometimes you wonder if stories you read in the papers are true, but they are.
They are true.
Consider this. Court remands man over alleged defilement of wife's niece.
How old is that name?
Happens all
No,
the time.
defiling. Okay, well,
that's
must
why you
have
must
been
buy the
no,
Guardian.
you could
Means she's
define. You
an
could define the
underage.
20-year-old lady who had not been taken to bed before. Defy, but it's only when the language defy means it did it without the consent.
That's rape.
Yes, that's rape.
No, you defile minors. You rape
Okay, you rape.
minors.
Okay, majors.
So-
okay.
so-
That
but things
makes
like
that makes sense.
Such defilement happen a lot, but they are never talked about. Very few families have the courage to take.
And yeah, because of the stigma.
Yeah, because.
But
of
I love Lagos State. Lagos State government is very, very when it has to do with issue such as rape and family. Lagos State government has taken it upon themselves to be very serious about
All
it.
right, the next story
Yes.
is a happy one in the Guardian. Police arrest 2 suspects connected to kidnap of Odumosu's wife. Thankfully, the wife has been rescued.
Yeah, in the creeks of Korodu Island. Yeah. Well, I thank God this is a matter of rescue or release. You remember there was a time the police said they have rescued the equipment said no, they released them. We didn't rescue anybody. We released them.
Okay.
So police, but this one police actually worked. So it's a rescue, not a release.
That's the AIG's wife.
Yes,
former
the-
Oh
AIG.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
And
A former
Right.
a former CP in Lagos.
Lagos, yes.
okay.
Odumosu. Okay, let's move to the Punch. The Punch leads with this one. EFCC battles internal scandals as operatives loot recovered assets.
EFCC has become an endangered species.
I'm wondering if I saw this coming. If I grant the fact that not too long ago, the EFCC mentioned that some of its operatives were pilfering things, stuff like this.
I'm not surprised because even as far back as about 5 years ago, when Buhari just came in the early days of Buhari's government, 2 years into that, I already heard that there was large-scale corruption in the EFCC.
Yes.
Now, what we first heard was that, when Buhari was after, they said it was after those who stole. What I learned in some of the report I got was that Tochukwu, a friend, for instance, let's say Mr. John, has embezzled 100 million naira. Then the FCC will go there, they say, Oga, what did you say? They will now have plea bargain. Okay, I will give you 60 million, leave 40. Then they now go back to tell EFCC that the man had tried to part with 40 million. So should we not take this instead of Allah? So those officials will pocket the 20 million. So it's been like that. So when I'm told that even here, they said they stole gold worth about 1 billion naira within within the FCC facilities.
Offices.
There are about 10 officials now being investigated in Kaduna office about stealing. One 300,000 naira. They've stolen their jewelry. Even in Lagos here.
All
The
right.
FCC now
That's the
stealing
Nigerian
what they
factor. The
what they already
average
covered.
Nigerian is
All right,
corrupt, so
more
you-
stories in the punch. Let's try this for size. 36-year-old charged with defrauding 400 Americans in the U.S. Don't ask me who.
Okezie, what's his name again? Okezie something. And Okezie
No,
something.
it can't be Okezie something. There
No,
must
I'm
be
trying to get his
Okezie.
his
So
other
the
name.
surname is not something.
It's, yeah,
Nigerians
sorry. He's a
defrauded
Nigerian.
Americans.
He's in America. So he very clever way of writing letters. Particularly, he was targeting the aged, those who are retired, who are also, according to the report, who are also vulnerable. So he writes letters to them to tell them that there are monies in Spain, for instance, that belong to certain people whose family have died and they don't know how to
Okay,
recover.
419.
So if you can part to society so that you can
Advance
share.
fraud.
Again, it takes a greedy man or greedy woman to fall to such
Exactly.
justice. So, and we do not have 400 Americans, amounting to about $6 million. So I think he's going to be sentenced in April to, he may go in for about 20 years or
Yeah,
so.
but like you rightly said, it takes a man who wants to reap where he has not sown
Exactly.
to fall for such a gain.
Yes.
Why?
It takes a man who has no reason for being in the business of defrauding people. If you defrauded the first 10, you know, Belleful, you go 20, 40, 100, and up to 400.
Yeah, you know, the thing is that...
So how do you reconcile that with the fact that,
No, the man is a fraudulent man, but those that fell for his games,
But
we should also blame them.
yes,
We should also blame them.
They have this fraudulent streak to them, fraudulent
Oga,
instinct.
the
to-
man who can afford to defraud 400 people, does he need an award?
No, it's not about what. You see,
We-
Does
we
he
accept
require
that
an
already,
award?
that
in
he's
fraud,
a
like many things,
criminal.
Tochukwu,
Yeah.
there's a giver, there's a receiver.
Yeah. It
So
takes two
this
to
guy
tango.
receives. He told them he spawned a yarn to
Yes.
say this is it. Why? There are funds in Spain that the
No,
family
in the
died.
US.
They want to because they know how to release it to get the you share. So okay, what you need to do, bring so amount of money so that we can give it to the Spanish authorities so they can release money. When they release it, I mean you say, oh, how much is it? Then you now send money of somebody you have not seen.
Yeah.
You are sending money to 1, 2, 400. I mean, they are also
As a
greedy.
criminal,
They are part of it. Those people, are,
propensity, yeah.
even the victims, are also part of the crime.
All right, I have a story that should interest non-conformists. Jehovah Allah, Lagos Temple, where worshippers sing hymns and recite Quran.
Yes, I saw one, a beautiful lady wearing this Islamic dress. He even sang better than even Christians.
He or she?
She. I meant she. No, they have a choir. They have guitarists.
Okay.
They have keyboardists. And I watched it was when I was hearing Allah in their lyrics. I said this, and then they are dressing. No, very beautiful music. So there's this fusion of maybe it's Chrislam, they would not to call it also. But I said, when did they start? You know, I think about 5-6 years ago, I began to notice a certain what you call their denomination in Islam, particularly domiciled in Yoruba land, that were not doing vigils, and they were now a meeting on Sundays.
Sundays.
So we were. I investigated it. So I was told that in most cases, what people want to do is that they now saw that most of their wives and children, they were now girls, pastors. They were not going to churches on Friday to go pray, and then Friday night. So, but what they now do on Sunday, you know, the Islam is about Friday. On Sunday, they will now go to churches. So, in order to say, okay, what you are looking for in church, we'll give you.
Have it.
They now started.
I started seeing them gather on Sundays.
I watched a video of that choir.
Is
it
it
was a
still
nice one.
happening?
Yeah, I see. It still does. It still does.
Yeah.
All right, hear this one. U.S. deports hundreds as Trump begins crackdown on illegal immigrants.
Yes, I mean it has started. The man has hit the
That
ground
was
running.
his promise.
But the thing is that if you do not have legal means to be there or legal reasons to be there, just know that it's not about witch hunting. He said it even part of
It's
his
just
pre-campaign
enforcement
campaign promises. He was going to do that. If you have legal rights to be there, nothing will touch you. Nobody's going to go harm. But if you know that you are in the U.S. I mean, you don't have documentations that would ensure that you are there legally, then there's fear that you might be taken out.
All right, this one is instructive. Lagos shuts Oshodi pedestrian bridge over safety concerns.
Well, I missed that in the news. I think if it's for safety concern, I think it's I'll go with it.
Oshodi pedestrian.
There are so many. I mean,
Okay,
there's
the
no.
one across
Well, we didn't know which of them.
Another one is this one. Lagos couple escapes death as container falls on vehicle.
Oh,
It's happening. There was one that what's the name? Ijesha. They said the man. What happened was that I think the wife dropped from the to get something else. Then left her phone. So as he was in the car, the wife's phone rang. So he now said, "Oh, this one." As he left to go give the wife the phone, the container fell.
wow.
So that's how he escaped.
But it happens so often, and it's avoidable, because if the containers are latched,
They're not totally latched. That's the problem.
They are not correctly latched.
they can be, yeah. But it's just that the law and the tanker drivers don't care, and the VIOs or whoever should monitor them and regulate them do not. So it's avoidable.
All right.
tragedies.
20 minutes to 8. So in 5 minutes, we'll bring in the listener. Let's move to the Nigerian Tribune. It leads with this one. Simon Ekpa, Tinubu hails Finland's intervention.
Okay, I think you touched on it while I was coming here.
Yeah.
I think it's good, whatever they can do, because I love the trail of thought of Tochukwu. If you have a problem with the Nigerian state, then turn your angst against the Nigerian state, not to turn your anger against your own people. If you say you want to fight for the emancipation of your people, why? Okay, if at the end of the day you now become free, what you are going to be leading the dead?
You decimated your people already.
Are you going to be leading the dead?
But what's the logic? Why kill your own people in a fight against the federal government?
So everybody who is looking for regional autonomy, regional freedom, they know where to turn their angers against, not against their own people. These are the people we are fighting for, and then you are killing them.
Okay, let's spread out. Passage of 2025 budget by January ending suffers setback.
So it's not going to happen. So what happens to the January, December, what do you call it, the budget cycle? Something has hit it.
That's why you must buy the Nigerian.
Something has hit it.
Read
because I remember that during when Buhari came in, they actually ensured that the budget cycle was maintained between January. Every December, I think, comes out. And unlike military rule, when they were reading it out, this one you don't read. Once it's passed, it becomes law and it's implementable. But now there may be reason. As you said, let somebody read that and get the gist behind the story.
All right, quickly, let's move to the nation. The nation leads with this one. $2.5 billion Mambila power dispute. What Obasanjo Buhari told Paris court. I remember we mentioned Agule.
Agule. Yeah, I have no details of that story actually.
Yeah, so by
the nation
swat the story. Don't depend on your gut feelings, please. Okay, how Edo-based couple stole 12 children from Ondo, Oshun in 2 years.
Stole.
Tochukwu, he will tell me that I don't know they carry.
They carry last for this one though. No, this one they carry last. Do you think it's easy for couple? Though
I always ask, I don't know they carry last. Since Anini, they don't carry first.
This one not be first.
Okay.
Is it easy?
For sure, really
not even in a door. They went as far as Oshun and Ondo. These are the first.
All right. Quickly, I take another one. Husseini, exit of a Langtan-born fighter.
Yes, I was on the platform yesterday. We had to discuss it as well. We're together, Citizen Jones. May his soul rest in peace. He did his bit. And then he came, he saw, I indeed conquered.
Oh yeah.
We come and we go. And life and death are
it's inevitable.
I know this. Death is not the opposite of life. It is an innate part of it.
It is part of life.
Tochuku, the only way to not die is to not be born.
Be born.
Yes.
I agree.
So that sends the message. Okay, the last paper, not the least one, will be the This Day newspaper. Leads with this one. Nigeria ramps up military armaments production capacity.
Yes, I think that's led by the defense something industry. What's it called again?
Defense,
Nigerian Defense Industry, NDI.
It's somewhere
Somewhere
on
in Apapa,
Victoria Island. Yeah,
Apapa?
Bonny
Bonnicam. Okay,
Bonny
Bonnicam.
Camp.
Yeah,
No-
okay.
no be Apapa.
Yeah, sorry, but it's up. So, but times there were in the past when these were very sophisticated and then they were, doing. But when the military came,
but we had the defense industry company, DIC.
okay, exactly, yeah. But again, it's the military itself that also allegedly killed that thing because at that time, those who were in power, military leaders, didn't want these other boys to, they call them boys, to be well equipped. So they decide to, do certain things to ensure that those things were grounded.
Okay, okay. Why is that? Again, that's
Bacha, all of them, successive government, they just made sure that they were no longer in operation. But thank God that this civil government is bringing it.
I have, let's be fast about this. A happy last story, not the least. Elated Okonjo Iweala receives this day's Woman of the Year award at Davos.
She's deserving of it. Because even while she was in government, since she left government, she's been doing a lot, particularly projecting the image of Nigeria. Unlike the one who says no more Nigerian, the Kemi Badenoch, who has been knocking Nigeria, knocking her head at every.
Don't go to court.
I'm already there. So that's how Okonjo Iweala gives us the way to be a Nigerian, not those who are.
The other lady needs to distance herself.
Okay, gentlemen, let's swing the microphone over to the listener. Be a part of this. What story or which story or stories caught your fancy? How would you like to react to it or to them? Let's go. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, gentlemen.
Please do us a favor, keep your radio out of it. Your name?
No, radio has gone. When we were listening to you, radio will be talking. Immediately you pick the call.
Go on, sir. Your time is counting. You are...
because we make it count, sir. Now, the father beat the mother and the son, or the son and the mother beat the father. It's all domestic violence, and the law frowns at it. Because as a patriarch, Abraham did not beat Sarah, and David did not beat his wife. So anyway it goes, it's a domestic violence, and the law will take its course. And then the EFCC people stealing what they have recovered. I want to ask a question. How would they treat that kind of situation in China? Is there anything like plea bargaining in China?
Don't bring China into the equation. Thank you. Don't bring China into react to this story. Thank you. So your 60 seconds are up. Thank you. 0700 903 903 903. Which story would you want to react to it or to them? Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, Citizen Jones and the guests in the studio.
Yeah,
good morning.
We greet you.
Patrick is calling from Okota.
Patrick, you are on now. Go on.
Yeah, my story is the military saying that the bandits are working dead. We have always won the war against bandits.
Lakurawa,
all
yeah.
the same. Whether we call them Lakurawa or Iswap, they are all families of the
React to the
people.
story I shared. Thank you.
Okay, I agree. Now, is that what we want to hear, or they are all dead? This winning war in the pages of newspaper is long overdue. The other story said Tunji Bello, or whatever they call him, said he will surrender. When are we going to see all these things coming to pass? So please let them work and end this insurgency. Thank you.
Many thanks too.
Tunji Bello? Where did he?
No. He meant to say Toji Bello.
Oh, okay.
The bandit.
Oh, okay, the bandit.
Yeah, take advantage. The line is free now. Let's go. What story or stories caught your fancy? Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning. This is Adolphus.
Adolphus, go on.
Okay, I'm so delighted about the arrest of Ekpa, who has been terrorizing the Southeast. You recall that every freedom fighter is always with tattered dress and a gun. But Ekpa keep on dancing in the video. I don't know what he wants to achieve with that. And the younger ones are happy with what he's doing. Busy killing people in the East. So his arrest is well deserved. Thank you.
Many thanks, if that's all. Hello, you take your turn. We have room for some more calls. 0700 903 903 903. Which story or stories caught your fancy? How would you want to react to? I don't like you expressing a gut feeling. The story, put it in context and react. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. Jones.
Yes, sir.
And your co-presenters. My name is Mayor, calling from Texas.
Mayor, go on.
I want to comment on the budget cycle. You say generally budget passage will not be visible. You see, our leaders, they joke a lot. It's not about passage of budget, whether it's December or January. What has the budget in the recent years achieved? It has not achieved anything. People are getting poorer. This one they're talking about for something trillion naira, and things are getting worse. They are joking though, because even the Lakurawa story you talked about, we joke with insecurity, we joke with economy. These things, we get to a point that it may blow out of proportion, and everybody will be rolling scatter in this country. It's a very short thing, whether you are a leader or politician or spiritual leader or governor, or they should sit up, because very soon monkey might go to market and might not return. Thank you. Have a blessed day.
Thank you. 60 seconds on the dot. Yeah. Yeah, you take advantage. We can squeeze in 2 more calls or so. So let's go there. Very interesting, 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to take advantage of. Let's get you talking. Hello, good morning to you. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, sir. Welcome.
I'm a Meta Itolo calling from. Hello?
Go on, sir.
The matter that concerns me is about the case in Southeast, Simon Ekpa case and his people. I thought that it's time that Nigeria should look into what is going on in Southeast. But especially the notice that in checkpoints and all those people.
No. I react to the story concerning Simon Ekpa. That's all. The president said he's happy the Finnish people, that's the people of Finland, have arrested him. That's the story. That's all.
Hold up, no
Please,
checkpoint.
don't tell me checkpoint.
Okay.
I take it.
As of now, I don't know how they are looking into the case of Simon Ekpa, because I know Simon Ekpa is protecting his own people, so that's all I know about it. Thank you.
Thank you too. Thank you too.
This is
Protecting his own people.
This is one Simon Ekpa's, how do I say it now, supporter. Yeah, but we must
fanatical
know. Yeah, we must know that. Okay, so
all right. Another, the last but not the least one. Yeah. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good morning.
This is the get from.
Go on.
The opinion raised by Mohamed is articulated one. I know so much about that. This has been the trend of the default community. Obviously, but they are doing it in a way that all other opposing parties will come together and fight. And that will be a very good fight in 20%. Nobody, that is a good advice to come in on the right. God bless you.
Thank you. Straight to the point. All right, folks, we are just about done regarding newspaper headliners and reactions. Charles, Ideho, many thanks for your time.
Yes, my pleasure.
And your
one more time.
intervention.
Yes, so thank you for the privilege and the opportunity to serve. Thank you, appreciate it.
Tochuku, many thanks.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So we'll do it again on Saturday. That's today week, you know.
Yeah.
And interestingly, the
That'll be
month
February.
ends.
That'll be
The
February.
month ends on Saturday.
Oh, it's interesting. And then the day, the first day of the month will also start the first day of the week.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
So,
But somebody said this is the fastest January in history. Unlike before January, was 64 days.
I'm
It
okay
went
with.
so fast.
I am okay with that, but I become worried.
If you have money to spend, it's fast. If you don't have money to spend, it's slow.
I become worried if he or she wants to go to court.
Okay, but nobody's going
Yeah.
to court. January 31 every year. Anyway,
All right, so thank you. We are out of here. Thank you very much. And next show is 2 minutes away. No, 5 minutes away. Thank you.